Do you crave the vibrant flavors of Mexican food but prefer a milder experience? Well, today we're making my delicious pan-grilled corn and mango salsa bursting with fresh flavor. We're skipping the burn but keeping all the bold taste you love. But you can easily add a kick if you do crave some heat. Now everyone can enjoy a heartburn-friendly salsa with a few easy hacks. Hello, my name is Nicole Bonilla, and if you love healthier recipes with all natural ingredients, then you are in the right place. If you love the onion flavor in salsa but find that it's sometimes a little difficult to digest, then I have two really great hacks for you. The first hack is to use a milder onion like green onions instead of the red onions. You can slice into this light green area and down into the white. I found this gives great onion flavor but has less effect on digestion. My second hack allows us to enjoy our red onions, but we're going to saute them first because cooking them down makes them softer and easier to digest. Now you're welcome to jot down the ingredients as we go along, but to make it even easier, you can click on the link in the video description below to the full recipe and notes that's on my website, gentletummy.com. Now when it comes to the corn, you could use fresh, canned, or frozen. If you're going to use the canned corn, make sure you rinse it really well. I'm going to go ahead and just use 1 cup of frozen corn. And then I have 2 cloves of garlic that I finely diced. Now we're going to add some flavor magic in 3 ways. We're going to saute our red onions, which is going to soften them so they're easy to digest. And then we're going to pan grill our corn, which really enhances its naturally sweet flavor. Then we're going to saute our garlic to cut down on that sharp taste and infuse that flavor in our corn and our onions. First, you want to bring your pan or skillet to medium-high heat. I'm using my hexclad hybrid pan, which combines the benefits of a cast iron pan and a nonstick pan in one. Then I'm going to add a teaspoon of olive oil and spread it around the pan. Then we can dump in our frozen corn and give it a good stir. And then we'll allow it to cook for about a minute, and then we can add in the red onion. Then we'll allow the onion to cook and soften a little for about another minute before we add in our garlic. And once we add the garlic, we'll want to give this a good stir just so all our flavors can meld together. Then we'll want to continue to cook it and stir occasionally until the corn has a little bit of toasted color on it. Then we'll turn off the heat and transfer the mixture to a plate lined with a paper towel. And this will help absorb any excess oil and moisture. Now that we've finished pan grilling the corn and the onions, we can go ahead and move forward with the rest of our salsa. So we're going to start by cutting a large mango. And if you've never cut one of these before, they can be a little bit tricky. So you just have to imagine that there's a big, giant, flat seed inside of the mango that runs across the widest part of the mango. So the first thing we want to do is make a slice that is just to the side of that seed. And we'll just cut all the way through the mango. And you can see just the side of the seed poking through. So now we're going to do the same thing to the other side of the mango. We're trying to get as close to the seed as we can without going through it. And then we can come in and try to find the edge of our seed. And then you can save your seed and munch off all the extra mango later. Now to get the mango out of these 2 halves, we're going to first go through and very carefully slice through our mango, but not through the peel. We're going to cut these strips about a 1/2 inch apart. Then we'll repeat going the other direction. And once we've made all of our cuts, we'll go ahead and just kind of flip the piece open so that all of those little parts fan out. And then we can easily go through and cut them off the skin. And if your mango is really ripe, you can even just use a spoon and scrape these out. And then we can go through and cut down any larger pieces so they're all nice and bite-sized. And then add them to our mixing bowl. Now after we slice 1 large mango or 2 medium mangoes, we'll end up with about 1 cup of diced mango. Next we can add the tomatoes, and you can use any variety of tomatoes that you like. I really like using these grape tomatoes because they're just really cute and I think add a really great aesthetic to this salsa. I like to cut my grape tomatoes crosswise so that I have these really cute little circular shapes. So then we'll add our 1/2 cup of chopped tomatoes to our mixing bowl. Next we'll add in our sauteed corn and onions. And then I'll squeeze in the juice of 2 limes. Then we'll add in about 1/4 cup of some chopped cilantro leaves. And for a little extra sweetness, we'll add a tablespoon of honey. And lastly, I'll add in about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, but you could certainly adjust this to taste. And then we'll give this a good mix with our spatula and then transfer it to our serving bowl. And this is ready to enjoy. Now my favorite way to enjoy it is on a corn tortilla chip. That is so delicious. That has the best balance of sweet and tangy Mexican flavor. I love the sweetness that's coming in from the mango and the corn and that little touch of honey. And then I love the balance of the tanginess that's coming in from the onion and the lime juice and the tomatoes. And then getting the little touch of cilantro is so tasty. And I love that we pan grilled the corn, giving it a little more texture and flavor. And I love that this is made with clean, natural ingredients, which means I'm gonna feel just as good even after I eat it. Now, you could certainly BYOS with the salsa, which means bring your own spice. If you like to have it a little bit on the spicier level, you could easily add in some chili powder or some diced jalapenos or whatever floats your boat. But at least you know you have a very flavorful base that everyone can enjoy regardless of their spice tolerance. And the sauteed onions help to make it heartburn friendly and easily digestible. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in my kitchen, and I've included a link to the full recipe and video, and it's in the video description below, and that takes you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who you think would love this recipe, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.